Unboxing and assembling for the first time a Joyhis electric scooter. Got this scooter at a pretty good bargain. I'm going to be evaluating it and rating it and talking about some scooter safety and some different tricks for assembling it. Comes in the box, as you can see here. The box is very well taped up. So as it's closed, this part of the box, you can see the tape goes all the way around the whole rim and seam of it. So what you do to start opening the box, first step is you come in along this edge. This is the top of the box, has the labeling, barcode, things like that on it. So you start by cutting the tape on this end. Then for these two tabs, this one and this one, you're going to want to come in to cut the tape from this end. Cut it there. So this part here, you're cutting from the top face. Seal the, break to seal the tape like that here. But then for the two tabs, you're going to want to come from this face. Get your knife in where the tab goes in. You'll see the indentation. Break the tape there. You're going to do the same thing here, coming in from that side, break the tape there, and then there'll be just a couple little edges where the tab corners weren't cut, just slice those off. And then what I did is just pry the tabs out with the knife gently. On each side, you can see the pry marks here and the pry marks there. So just kind of get it under there and pry it out and pull it gently. You want to keep the box integrity as perfect as possible. You may want to repurpose it. There may be some need to return it. I don't know. It may come in handy, so just do that forethought now, and then if you need the good box to be in great condition, that's what you'll have. Comes with the booklet. These are the styrofoam pads. The front wheel was on one, the rear wheel was on the other, and had some additional styrofoam in here protecting the handlebars as they laid in the package along the frame of the scooter inside its box. So you take those off. They come off very simply and straightforward. Be gentle with it. You know, it's a brand new unit. It cost under 200 bucks. Also comes with a book, 5 screws. All screws are identical. They're going to have a little bit of that blue marking on some of the thread. They were all in here. Most of the accessories you see here did come out of this package, which is kind of easily hid in the box with the other white styrofoam stuff. So you're going to want to pay close attention to this package. It looks like a golf ball, dimples all over it. And it does say in the book that it comes with some stuff that doesn't actually come with. So I'm just going to cover that real quick. It does say what's in the package, and it tells you have 3 Allen wrenches, 6 screws, the charger, and the scooter. Now you do have the scooter, and you do have the charger that comes with it. However, for the screws, you have 5 screws. You'll see what I mean in a minute. There's one left here. And you have 1 Allen wrench type deal. It's a little easier to use than an Allen wrench. But I'm hoping that I don't need different sizes than this one, because I don't have any other Allen wrenches, nor did they provide another Allen wrench. So here we go. First thing you're going to do is this part of the steering wheel is going to be bent. So right here at this elbow, this part that's coming up like this is going to be kind of parallel with the scooter base. And as all you do is you just lift it up to this position. Now it's not going to stay automatically. You have to adjust this clip, and once you get it to snap, it will just snap. I haven't figured out how to open it yet. Don't really care about that. This video is about assembling it, not disassembling it. So once you bring this handlebar vertical member from the horizontal, it just kind of hinges up right here on this elbow. Very smooth, well-machined feel to it. It did feel like it was engineered and fabricated with some robustness in it. And then it just clips in here. Make sure that it's locked and clipped. After that, you're going to take this part, the handlebar portion, which also has like your little scooter dashboard brakes, accelerator on it, things like that. But this part here where these two screws are going in, and we've got these two screws going in, this part right here up is kind of hanging with some wires dangling from the inside of this tube, and then wires dangling from the inside of this tube that are connected. So you put the wires in there gently, push them down with your fingers softly, don't force them, and then take the 4 screws. And what I did initially, I made a mistake. I had put the handlebars, instead of this neck facing in front of the scooter, I had this neck facing in back of the scooter. It will allow you to do that. Be careful that you don't do that. And I didn't mean to catch a glimpse of my messy hotel room in this, but it's not too messy. I'll do those dishes here after this. Once you get those in, you're going to take the screws. This Allen wrench type tool is very helpful for getting the initial insertion for the screws into the hole. So what I mean when I say that is you're going to take the screws. Hold on, let me get a better angle here. All right. So you're going to take the screws in your hand initially. Get a focus. Take the screws in your hand initially. Use your hand to put them in just snug. 1 or 2 out of the 4 total will go in without much fuss and without having to fidget or try to finagle it in there. But for the 1 or more that do require a little more finagling, once you've got it kind of set in the hole, this is a very handy tool for just pushing it while you're spinning it to get it started. So I'm going to go ahead and finish tightening these up here. I did have to use that tool for the insertion pressure or force to get them started. I'm going to start with doing this screw, and then I'm going to jump to doing this screw just to kind of alternate the pattern, try to help add a little more rigidity and support to the securing of the screws. And we're going to rotate back here to this zone. This is my first video being posted on this platform, and there will be more to come. I will get better. I'm very thankful that maybe I can help somebody assembling their scooter. We're also going to be evaluating and rating the performance, the maintenance, and reliability or other issues that may be associated with owning this scooter. It was under $200. So the first round of tightening of these 4 screws for the handlebars, you give them like a snug tight, don't get your white knuckles going tight. But then we're going to go back through and do the same pattern sequence, but a little bit white knuckle-ish. You just want to get those on there good. And if they don't turn any, that's good. But if they do, don't force it, like try to break the dang thing. I'm not sure their tensile strength, but you want to get it snug. So you're looking for that extra little bit of snugness. Where'd we go? Oh, my bad. Oh boy. Somebody needs another coffee. I wonder who. This one did have about 1/8 of a turn on it. I don't think any of the rest did. So 1/8 of a turn is some value added when it comes to the secureness of basically the central point of all your controls, because everything comes from right here. And then it's going to feed down through here. So this connection right here is nothing you want to take lightly at all. I did just open this today. I received it about an hour ago. And needing some more practice and knowledge with my video taking, quote unquote, skills. I did package it, but then I had to stop the video, etc. So now we kind of have it in flux, but I have not ridden it yet. The next thing that the directions say to do is to, so here's the thing that didn't seem to come through before. Sorry about that glare. Tells you get a scooter, tells you get 3 Allen wrenches, 6 screws, and a charger. I do have the charger. I got it charging right now. So the next thing that it says to do is to snap in your handlebars. And it's very straightforward. There was no misleadingness to this direction. It was very straightforward in that way. Then this one here helped me because, like I said, initially I had the handlebars with the neck L portion pointing backwards instead of pointing forwards. You want that pointing forwards. It makes a difference for where your accelerator is located, where your brakes are located. I looked at it at first, I'm like, geez, that's weird. You know, to have the clutch over here, what the heck? Operator error. So if I could save you some time and rework and add some value or knowledge, you know, prior to a purchase for this scooter. So far though, I am fairly impressed with how easily it was assembled. The mechanisms for the hinge, as you take this vertical bar from the horizontal where it folds into up to snap it in, the way this goes in, the tight tolerances and seemingly good materials that were used. I could tell by the way it's gripping. There's not much give in it. It's like a grip and grab instead of like a grip and slip type thing. I don't know if that makes any sense. But initially, I'm very impressed with those features and how quickly I've been able to assemble it. Next thing it says to do is to go ahead and hold this down for 3 seconds. There's your dashboard. We've got, what's the charge? Oh, charge looks full. So the next video we're going to take is going to be taking her for the first test drive. Now, one thing I do want to stop and emphasize is when I got this scooter, I realized how many people every day, almost every hour, are getting very hurt on scooters and other motor-driven bicycles, even on pedal bicycles, walking even. You know, there's a lot of dangers out there, and if you're not paying attention to everything and someone else is maybe in a blind spot or, you know, obstructed view, it's going to be a bad situation. So the first thing you do when you get this scooter is you make sure that you're picking up a helmet, which is in this box, also delivered today. The helmet was like $17. Matter of fact, we'll run through that one real quick. This is important. So for the helmet that I purchased, they do have cheaper helmets. Some were maybe $12. A couple were 14. This one might have been upwards of 20. However, it comes with a light on the back and goggles in the front. So number one, you want to get a visible color. It's not a high vis white, it doesn't look like, but it does have definitely some, seems like higher visibility just with the white color versus like a soft gray or a black or a brown. You want that standing out in traffic or on the side of the road or wherever it is you're riding your scooter. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to unpackage that later, but there's the light, comes with it, and it also has a pair of sunglasses, or shades as they call it, in the front. Definitely got that. Now you're going to be wanting to do stuff with your GPS and different things like that. Maybe an emergency call is going to come in while you're on the scooter. Do not answer the call on your scooter while it's rolling, you're moving. Do not do it. Have this to know when that call is coming through. Oh, good gracious. I'm so sorry, y'all. Have the mount in a visible spot so that you know when the call is coming through. But do not answer it while you're riding, while it's moving. Stop the scooter, then answer it. So it's very important to get a helmet, get a light on that helmet, and get something to carry your phone so that it's not a distraction where it would otherwise not be.